Hey, good morning. Welcome back to my channel. We are going to get ready again for today. As most of you know, this is a get ready with me channel for the most part. Yeah, we're just gonna get into it. It's raining this morning and it's super early. I do have an early shift. I could use more sleep. And I'm also broke out in hives again, which is why I got redness all around my neck. It's kind of annoying, but it's like whatever at this point. I kind of want to use what do I want to use? I'm gonna use the Revlon this morning, the Illuminace one. This one's like down to here, so let's use this one. It's been a hot minute. Yeah, it's been a bit since I've used this one. It is a good foundation. One that I would definitely rebuy. Hopefully everyone had a nice weekend. We did. We didn't really do anything. Not really. We didn't do anything at all, actually. Besides clean and hang out. It went by too fast. This is a nice hydrating one. I am sitting in front of the window with the blinds fully pulled, but I feel like it's not enough light. Where's my umbrella? David had work last night. He asked if we had an umbrella, and I was like, yeah, we do. And my eyeballs were on my umbrella the other day. Do you think I can remember where I seen it, though? No. I might have to try and look for it again before I leave. We couldn't find it. Okay. That's nice. Let's grab some brushes. We are going to use the old Saie Sunmelt. I ended up going to my work yesterday. I had yesterday off. I went down there to get, not this week's schedule, I already have it, but to see if next week's was up. It is. I have one opening shift next week. Actually, Sunday. Is it this Sunday? Yes, I have opening shift this Sunday coming. So that one, I will get up and do my makeup, but I won't be doing, it'll be a very basic makeup look when I do that one. Usually if I do opening shifts, I still do my makeup, but I do very basic makeup. Unless I'm like really wide awake. Yeah, that's so pretty. You don't think last night, after I got out of the shower, all I was doing was Googling perimenopause? I definitely do think I'm entering that stage because a lot of stuff would make sense that I do or that's been going on. But people would be like, you're too young. No, I'm not too young. It would definitely... a lot of random things. The hives that I constantly break out, that's not it. Since I got pregnant with David, who's 21 now, but when I got my pregnancy with him, that's when I started breaking out in hives, and then it has not stopped since then. So I think the hives thing is a hormonal autoimmune thing, but I think it's got to do with my hormones. Alright, I'm gonna use... is that a lip gloss? Yes. Oh, let's do bronzer first. We're gonna use the What's Up Beauty bronzer. I need to find something else to watch now that we're done the originals. I don't want to watch the legacies. I think we said Dexter, but I don't know. I know there's several shows I'd be down for restarting, but Matt doesn't like them. Like, I'd be fine with watching the OC again, One Tree Hill, Felicity, Grey's Anatomy, but you know, the last couple of seasons are just boring. Ever since Derek died, ever since they killed him off, it isn't the same. Highlighter. Hey, what happened to my highlighter brush? I'll just take this brush, I guess, and... I am gonna go in with the YSL Make Me Blush because I do wanna... we get thunder this early in the morning? That'd be weird, eh? Yeah, this is a nice blush. I won't be buying any more though. I don't like the component of it. But it is pretty. So I thought that red mark that's over here in my eye was from, I was thinking like I'm developing eczema there. But now I'm second guessing. I don't think it's eczema. I think it's from glitter. You know how like when you're using glitter, because I could feel it, what I felt over here, I could also start to feel it over here. And I feel like it might be glitter or one of the eye mascara, eye makeup removers I'm using. I just don't know how to figure out, because some days it's like not even visible and then other days it's really visible. Especially after I wash my face. I feel like it's an eye. Something I'm using on my eyes. got my protein coffee this morning. I didn't make it the same this morning. Or, it's like I did less coffee in it this morning, so I don't know. We'll do my brows. I'm surprised by the amount of rain we've been getting. Oh, do you guys... Oh, yeah. Remember how yesterday we were talking about... I mentioned Selena Gomez has something coming out. So Rare Beauty. I think it might be fragrance after something I seen last night. If it's fragrance, I don't understand why they did such a close-up of like just one section of her face right here. If it's fragrance. That or she's coming out with 2 items at once. A fragrance line plus a new makeup product. Or she's trying to trick us. Rare Beauty wise, what have I tried from her? Okay, so I tried those mini eyeshadow palettes. They were nice. But nothing, I don't have them anymore. I gave the one I had away. Her bronzer stick. Really, I like her bronzer stick. I like her liquid highlighters and her powder highlighters. I had other... Hey, you know what? That's a good question. I haven't seen that in a bit. Did I pass those along or do I have them? You know what? I passed them along to a coworker. Those other like blush lighters, they look like they're in the same packaging as her powdered highlighters. I had 2 of those and I gave them to a coworker who was gonna buy them. And I was like, well, I have 2 that I barely reach for. So I passed those on to a coworker so that they would get used. Those were nice, but I wasn't gravitating towards them because they weren't a favorite of mine. I have her mascara. I think her mascara is okay. I know some people love her mascara. I don't. If you're wondering why I'm not using the NYX brow glue, I do like using that, but some days I like my brows just to not have it in it, because I do think it makes my brows look a bit more dark and stark. I feel like just using the brow pencil makes them look a bit softer. If that makes sense. I'm gonna go with the Huda powder. Yeah, I think I may soon have to, because I want to try and get my eye here completely cleared up. I don't believe it's my face makeup that's causing it. I do think it has to do with the shimmer glitters that I'm using, or like when I'm washing it off. Because I go in with makeup remover first, and so I go in there and I'm trying to just hold it here instead of like rubbing. But I think rubbing it and getting the glitter down here and it's rubbing. That's just my theory of what I think has caused I mean, when I first came on, you could see it, but it's a theory of mine. I think it's from the glitter sparkles. Not from all of them, but just ones that are more gritty. But it is mostly on this section right here, not really over here, although I felt like I seen it starting to come right here and maybe right there. Who knows? Not me, apparently. Okay, do I want more highlighter? I'm gonna use this Nars blush in the shade Impassioned. Is that what this one is? Yeah. Excuse me. I'm trying to think if I work Monday next week. I'm like, do I? I'm working all this weekend. I work today, tomorrow. Today I'm working until 6. So I'll be home for supper. So I took out some ground pork because I'm going to make tacos. Yes, ground pork instead of ground beef for tacos is great. If you want to do something that's even a little bit better, like that's definitely more better for you, use ground chicken or ground turkey. I prefer ground chicken over the ground turkey because ground turkey is a little bit drier. But they're still both good. Alright, I'm going to go... Alright, we're going to use this palette today. Bellabeautebar, the Unoriginal Nudes. And it's like 6:30, almost 7. So I'm not going to do anything too dramatic. I'm going to go Unoriginal Nudie 1. So I'm going to start with the shade here. My brush got in there without me even touching it. Jeez. I'm going to put this shade all over the lid and blend it up and out. But yeah, I'm going to make tacos tonight. What did I write down for tomorrow's supper? I don't remember. I was telling Matt, I did make potatoes, chicken, and gravy last night, and I made just enough so that there was no leftovers because nobody here wants to eat leftovers. I mean, Matt will, he'll take it to work, but when the kids are like, oh, we'll eat leftovers for supper the next day, they don't. And I'm tired of the food waste. So I'm gonna go into Unoriginal Nude 7, so this one. But yeah, food waste is something that, especially as I get older, I'm getting more annoyed with it. Especially because like the cost of groceries, it's expensive, and you know, like there's people out there who are not really eating much of anything. Like there's homeless people, there's people who are choosing between groceries and their electric bill. Okay, I'm gonna go into Unoriginal Nude 8. I'm just using the same brush for all 3 of these shades. These mattes are blending very nicely. This brush that I'm using, I keep getting asked if I'll do a thing on my brushes. A lot of them have no names on them. They're just random brushes I've gotten over the years. And then like a lot of brushes, like I keep getting asked like, show us your brushes and like their purposes and stuff. I'm not a brush expert. I literally have time to just grab random brushes. I mean, if anything, I'd rather just grab out brushes that are my favorites and show you guys those ones. Which I can do that during my next weekly roundup. I could end out my video like that if you want. And then I have had a few people ask me to wash my brushes while recording. I mean, that's boring and you're not going to be able to really hear me. You're just going to hear the water running in the background. I don't know how I would set that up. But like washing my brushes, I've said before, I literally put soap in my hand and I take my brush and I just back and forth my fingers and then I rinse it out. There's not really a science to how I wash my brushes. There are people out there who would probably freak if they watched me wash my brushes. And they'd probably say, oh, you're gonna ruin the bristles. There's no special technique to how I wash mine. I literally just put soap on my hand and, you know. And then I'll keep doing that until the water runs clear. If I even see a hint of color while rinsing, I rewash my brushes again. I still haven't washed that bin of brushes. I mean, I could record it, but I have to figure out how I would record that. I'm going to go back into the first shade that I used, this one here. And just blend up here. I'm going to take that same shade that I just used, the first one. Put that on my lower lid. Put that down here. I don't watch Nikki LaRose. I think that's how you say her name. I decided to watch one of her videos last night. She did a Sephora haul. And, some of the products are on my wish list she bought. And did she make me change my mind about these products? No. If anything, she has me wanting to buy some of these products on my wish list even more now. I also, someone who I don't ever watch, but I ended up watching her based on a subscriber's comment. Jen Loves did a video about this girl named, I guess she's Canadian, her name's Celine, and I actually have seen this girl on, I think, Instagram, and I don't watch her because to me she's just too loud and whatever, so I don't watch her. But apparently she has her own makeup company, like small indie brand, whatever. I had no idea. And anyway, she went on a rant how Luminous stole her poop palette idea. I went and watched the video. She's stretching so bad. She's stretching so far. I watched the whole video to listen to exactly what she was claiming Luminous did, and this girl just needs to take a seat and, you know, she's stretching it so far to make it seem like they stole an idea from her, which they didn't. Anyways, there's that. So I did watch a Jen Love's video. I don't watch Jen Love's video either. I don't know. I'm not into that kind of content, but when a subscriber tells me like, hey, there's some juice going on over here, I went to go check it out. Okay, I think I'm going to do a shimmer. I feel like I'm going to do this one here. I feel like it says Token Shimmer 2, this one right here. So I'm going to take this one. Sweet, so it's not chunky. Thank you. I just didn't want a chunky shimmer this morning. Sometimes you just want a nice shimmer without all the razzle dazzle. Very soft though, I will say that. It does feel very soft. Very pretty. So one of the things that's on my wish list is one of those Nudes and Ivory double-ended metallic shimmer sticks, whatever. I don't know that I'll get one though, as much as they're calling my name, at least one of them. I'm gonna go back into the shade and a little bit of that one, because I have cream shadow sticks, but they're all matte for the most part. I'm more of a powder eyeshadow girl. But I just think, you know, I like the Ivory, and I'm yet to try a product of hers and be disappointed. And to me, it's kind of like 2 eyeshadow sticks for the price of one. They are like 50... I'm pretty sure they're in the $50 range for Canadians. But so far, everybody who I have seen them use them has not wavered me in my thoughts of wanting to get one at all. If anything, I'm like, darn, that looks really good on their own, and then using with matte shadows as well. But it's the kind of product that I would hate to buy, and it just sits in my drawer. Now, one thing I do think would be kind of cool, which I could see her doing, because they are like, it's like 2 different ends together, and like you magnetize them together. So it's like 2 products, or 2 different eye products. Colors, let's just say 2 different eye colors. I don't know the words I'm looking for. But I could see her coming out with more, not that size, but so you can like mix and match. You can mix and match them now, but then you have to buy multiple, the full size, right? You got, I don't know the words to freaking use to explain what I'm trying to say. Maybe. Let's just pretend this is the Ivory. So actually this would be probably better. So here's like her middle component thing, and then you get 2 shadow sticks that clip on here, okay? And this thing's magnetized, so you can take them out and go. Both ends are capped, so you don't have to worry about any product going, like the product drying out. But she has like a thing that magnetizes them together, so you can keep them together, or you can like pop one off and take it. I can see her coming out with the magnetized thing solo, or you just buy like one of the original ones, and then I could see her coming out with like the sticks on their own, and more shades, so you could just pick and buy different ones. Like if you want it all metallics, get all metallics. What's the finish of the other one? I don't know. You guys know where I'm going with this. I don't know the proper wording that I'm trying to find right now. Anyways, I do have Laura Mercier in nude sticks, and I like them, but I go for my powdered eyeshadows way more. I need to do what I said I was going to do, and that's use my cream shadows at least once or twice a week. And right now I'm debating, is this where we leave the eyes? I think I want a little bit more something on the lower lash line. I'm gonna go into Unoriginal, oh my gosh, Nude 1. So this one here. Without me really like using much of this palette so far, this is a palette that I could definitely see me wanting to use an awful lot because it's neutral. This may end up being, I have to go look at my other Bellabeautebar, but this is probably going to end up being my favorite Bellabeautebar palette, possibly because I don't know who Ellis is, but Ellis has a second part to the collection coming out with Bellabeautebar, and that collection looks stunning. Okay, I'm going to spray my face. We're going to use Milani. Get whatever is on my lips off. I'm going to use this Saie gloss today, I think. We'll put it on and see. I could change my mind. I do like the Saie gloss. I did use up the shade Dip, but I'm trying to narrow down the brands, like the products I like the most from what brands. And this one's on the lower. Man, I wish this would all go away. It's so itchy too. That one doesn't have a lot of pigment, but it's okay. Am I gonna use this one? It's in the shade Bubble. Yeah, I got work this morning.
When it will stop raining?
I don't know. Apparently it likes to rain. Ilia mascara. That's a pretty eye look. Man, that is so shiny. That shimmer. I really need to clean this mirror. Alright, what's it for the mascara? I'm thinking... I don't think I'm going to buy any more of the Saie lip glosses. I said I was going to, especially the dip color, but... no. I don't think I'm going to. It feels nice on the lips and stuff, but... again, I'm trying to narrow down favorites and stuff. I don't need a humongous makeup collection, and to me, I do have a huge makeup collection, even though it's still small in comparison to a lot of people. But that being said, I still want to narrow down. I'm going to use up all the products I have. If I find something that doesn't work for me, I'll pass it along, as long as it's not a lip product. But, I just want to narrow things down to what I like. Like, I know, I was looking at the Summer Fridays cream blushes. This is the look, guys. I like it. I think it's nice for this early in the morning. Kind of glam, but it's nice. The new Summer Fridays cream blushes. This is gonna end up probably my favorites video at the end of the year. I'll use this again this week. I was debating getting one of those, but I don't want to buy another blush from another brand, fall in love with it, and buy like several of different colors, whatever. You don't have to get every color, but sometimes in a line there's multiple colors. But I don't know. I feel like I know what I like blush wise. I don't know. I don't want to be a collector either. There's a couple of new products out there that I'm like, ooh, I want to try that, but it's like, do I want to try that and then that be like a favorite, and then I end up buying a bunch of that and then I forget about other ones. I'm kind of like in the same boat with my bronzers. Right now though, there are several things that I just want to use up, get good use out of. Alright, I think I'm gonna skedaddle. I will wear this gloss today. This is in the shade Bubble. Everything on my face will be in the description box. I do like this look. It's a good everyday look. I do need to do my hair for work, but yeah. Hopefully you guys like. I do. It's pretty. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. Hang out with me this morning, and until tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'm helping with closing shifts. I'm not doing closing shift, but I'm helping with it. So, I'm debating. I think I might use the Adaptive Vivette palette again. But I might use it with, maybe use some of the matte shades in here to create a look. I think that's what I'm going to do. Or I'll use the Grounded palette with it. But yeah. These palettes I have out right now, just in case you guys are wondering, I think these three are going to be my focus palettes for this week. Because I want to play around with them. And I mean, I kind of already have thoughts on these. I did do 2 looks, 1 palette with those other 2 palettes. The Vivette palette from Adept and Glimminatrix Grounded palette. This is my first look with this one, but yeah, I think these are gonna be my main palettes for this week, at least till Saturday, maybe Sunday. We might do the, when am I working? I know Sunday. Oh, I gotta do my Bible app. I feel like I was gonna tell you guys something. Oh, we're going to a barbecue Sunday when I get off work. I think though I'm going to try and do, I don't need that. Today's Monday. No, I'll do the weekly roundup Saturday. Because Saturday I have work, but I'll be coming straight home. What's this? So yeah, I'll be using these palettes from Monday through Saturday. So this will be the three main palette. The focus is these three palettes this week. So I can, you know, play around with them, and because sometimes when I get a new palette, I'll use it like once or twice and then I throw it in my collection and do something else. This time I want to actually like play around with these. I do like this look. What was I going to tell you guys? I don't remember. Or I was going to talk about something. I don't remember now. Alright. I hope maybe this rain will make the customers stay away today. Alright guys, thanks for watching, hanging out with me, and yeah, until tomorrow, have a good one. Thanks for watching.